Devin McCourty. He joins us now on the Michael K. Show. Devin, Michael, Don, and Peter, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Devin.
So how does it feel to go back to the Super Bowl?
Feels good, man. Feels like a long time ago, even though we went 2 years ago. But it's exciting time. You know, special team, getting there and getting to this point has been a tough road. But I think we're all ready to go and excited to be playing in this game.
Is there an advantage, Devin, to having been there and gone through all the logistical stuff of tickets and that, and then you look at the Falcons and they're relatively new to this, the Patriots, there's a lot of guys that have been there. Do you guys have an advantage in that sense?
I just think it helps dealing with, like you said, the logistics, the family, the different issues that come up outside of really the football game. I definitely think that helps, but I think as long as the organization knows how to handle it, they could give you a lot of heads up. I remember the first time we went, I went, a lot of heads up of what's going to happen, just preparing you for it. So I'm sure they'll do a great job of, focusing on the game, and it'll make for a great game.
Devin, is it fair to say that this might be one of the best offensive teams that you've faced in your career?
Definitely. I mean, last week, playing Pittsburgh, seeing them on film and how balanced they are as far as, running and throwing the ball, then, you watch the Falcons, and they're probably even more balanced with the amount of weapons they have, and then, really having two running backs that can run the ball and catch the ball out of the backfield. It's probably definitely the most balanced offense that we've faced, and definitely talent-wise.
Devin, what's the biggest change you guys make? Because it seems like, yet again, it's one of these years where the Patriots' defense is good throughout the season. But people aren't – it's not like everyone's talking about your defensive unit. And then in the playoffs, it just gets to this unbelievable shutdown level. What do you think is the biggest change you guys make in between the regular season and the postseason?
I think we take our preparation to the next level. I think we understand the urgency of, there's no work the next day, if you don't win the game. And I think it's not just, the leaders or the older guys. It's really the whole core. The whole defense is buying in, trying to do extra. So, I think everyone realizes how important these games are and the little things you need to do to be ready. And I think Bill and Matty P do a good job of, talking with their experience about what we need to do and being prepared. And, if all guys buy in, I think you have a good chance to go out there and play great. And that's what we've been able to do.
We're talking with Devin McCourty, the safety for the Patriots. They're playing the Falcons a week from this Sunday in the Super Bowl in Houston. Now, Bill Belichick said today, Devin, his staff's deep in the middle of studying the Falcons, but this is his quote: "The thing I notice most is just the team speed the Falcons have. They're either as fast or faster than probably what the average speed of their position is in the league. They look like they're faster than almost every team they play." How do you counteract that, Devin?
Just playing team defense. I think you got to be very disciplined when you play a team that has just so many really good athletes. I mean, obviously, Julio Jones jumps off the screen right away when you watch him because he's exactly what Bill just explained. His size and speed, you can't really match up with one guy. I think it's going to be all 11 guys playing disciplined football, doing their assignment. When you're supposed to be at home and you're supposed to be here, you got to do that. And then it's just competing. They're going to have some advantages in some positions as far as just really great players. We just got to go out there and compete, make everything hard for them, not give them anything easy.
Have you been able to see what's clicked in for Matt Ryan? I mean, he was 1-4 in the postseason going into this year, and now he's won 2 huge games. I don't know how much you saw of him early in his career, Devin, but can you see what maybe allowed him to mature to this point?
I just think every team's different each year. I think quarterback's one of the toughest positions because when you win, everyone talks about how great you are, and then, when you lose a playoff game, it's all your fault. No one will look at any of those individual games, really. They'll just say he was 1-4. To me, I've watched him. He's always been a great quarterback. We played him a couple times. Very tough guy to get to in the pocket. He understands, when you're coming, when he needs to get rid of the ball. He's not going to really hold the ball and take sacks. He's not going to make bad decisions and throw in a double and triple coverage and stuff like that. So he's always been a great quarterback. I just think, winning in the playoffs is just not a quarterback effort. It's a whole team. Your team has to be playing really well. You have to be clicking, and you got to go out and win big games, and I think that's what they've done this year.
All right, Devin, walk me through what you guys go through, because this is a week. There's 2 weeks between the championship game and the Super Bowl. Are you guys even looking at anything yet? Are you studying anything, or are you just waiting for the coaches to go through their preparation and then hand it to you? Where are the players right now? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think really between yesterday and today, you're trying to really knock out all the logistics part of the trip. So that's really been what I've done. And then later tonight, I'll start to watch some film, and we'll start to dig into them really as a team tomorrow when we go in. But really, once you win Sunday, it's trying to figure everything out. You know, who's going, your family. The earlier you knock that out, it allows you to just dive into the football game fully. So I think a lot of guys have been really trying to take care of that between yesterday and today.
I asked you this. I saw you up in Bristol, you and your brother, and I asked you this, but I still want to bring it up yet again. Does your brother, who's been with the Titans now for 30 or 40 years, ever look at you and just say, all right, enough is enough already? Can you stop?
I think a little bit of him. I think he wants to get to where I'm at. He wants to be in the playoffs. So he definitely enjoys my success and is happy for me. But, you know, he does the same thing I do. He plays football, so he wants that too. So it's kind of weird for him, I think. He even said when we won the Super Bowl back in 2014, he said he didn't know how he was going to feel being on the field. And he said when we won it, he was just so happy for me just to be a part of it. So I think it's still a bittersweet feeling to experience someone's success but still want that same success for yourself.
Now, Devin, and for those that don't know, Devin has a twin brother, Jason. We've seen you guys stand together, and it's tough to separate you. So I'm just wondering, Devin, if Jason walked into the New England clubhouse and put on the Patriot uniform, would Belichick realize it?
No, definitely wouldn't.
Well, why don't you get the guy the thrill of playing in the Super Bowl? You've been in one.
No, we can't jeopardize that. I'm still a better player, so we can't just put him out there.
You mean the Patriots can't jeopardize it?
Yeah,
I thought he meant he couldn't jeopardize it.
Not willing to make that sacrifice. Unbelievable. You know what, Devin, I go back to a couple of years ago when you were in the Super Bowl. We were all in Arizona, and we all observed that Bill Belichick seemed a little bit more lighthearted. He dealt with the media, had a little smile on his face, seemed like he was really enjoying it. Do you think he's evolved and changed at all as a head coach from the time you first joined him in 2010 to now?
You know, it's hard for me to talk. When I first got here, I'm not going to lie, I really didn't pay attention to anything he did in the media or anything. I was just trying to find my way and see what I could do. But for us, we see his personality all the time in meetings and stuff. So he's kind of been the same. I think you got to see a different side. So for me, it's kind of been the same Bill since I've been here. And I think that's what made him a really great coach for me, is his consistency.
I've always wondered, though, Devin, it looks from the outside looking in like it's all business. He always seems dour. Then we've spoken to people and said it's kind of fun. He jokes around. Can you guys have fun on that team?
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. I think that's why guys come. You understand in the locker room, you know, sometimes we walk in a squad meeting and Bill will talk for 30 minutes and he'll be cracking jokes in his Bill way. It's not like he's a stand-up comedian, but the way, you know, he's delivering the messages and talking, you know, we have a lot of fun. But I think we also understand, you know, the fun part of it and the business part of getting the job done and hard work and all of that. But, you know, I think older guys and guys that have been here for a while make sure, you know, the football team has fun, because that's the good part about playing this game.
3 members of your secondary went to Rutgers. You were born in Nyack. You went to St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale. What's about the local kids in the secondary for the Patriots? What do they say? What does Belichick see?
He's a smart guy, man. He goes to Rutgers, gets some of the best players, and we just try to produce. I think the biggest thing we all talk about is making sure that, you know, when people watch us, they see that it's not just that Bill loves Rutgers, but, you know, that we're good football players, that we contribute to the team, that we produce. So it's great to play with guys you play with in college and, you know, have success that way. But, you know, I think the 3 guys that we have in the secondary are all guys that are smart football players, working extremely hard and prove that they belong here.
Do you think we'll get to a day, Devin, because I'm a Jersey guy, and I get so upset watching college football and seeing all this tremendous talent playing around the country and not playing at home. Do you think that there could be a time now, especially being in a big-time conference, where Rutgers can start winning over some of this Jersey talent?
I think so. I mean, I think right now it's still an uphill battle. But, you know, I think, you know, eventually, you know, Rutgers just put together a couple good seasons that we will start to see, you know, a couple commits that go there, and then I think once you get a couple guys, it'll just snowball, and, you know, the kids come out of high school, they want to play together usually. So I hope so. You know, I think they're working hard trying to get it right, and I hope one day it turns and, you know, we start getting all those great players in Jersey to stay home and play.
We've been debating this all week because Teddy Bruschi was on the show the other day, and as the obsessed Redskins fan that I am, I feel the necessity to sometimes say things. And I said, you know, I hate the Patriots, blah, 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 and continue the sentence. We were debating whether or not Bruschi sounded slightly offended. Do you get offended when I tell you I hate the Patriots, or you just expect it from being the best team over the last decade?
Yeah, I expect it. You know, especially me. I live in Jersey in the off-season, so, you know, whenever anyone talks to me, they're either a Giants or Jets fan. So they all say that, you know, you went to Rutgers and you're from this area, so we hope you do well, but we hope your team loses every game. I'm used to it. I think it makes winning even more. It makes it fun.
Now, we know what you're going to do a week from this Sunday, but I want to tell everybody about something really special that you and your brother are doing. Saturday, February 18th, you're hosting a blood drive at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. That's in New Brunswick, New Jersey, as part of the McCourty Twins Tackle Sickle Cell campaign. Tell us about that, Devin.
Yeah, this is, I want to say, the fourth blood drive that we're going to do, so it's great. You know, our uncle had the sickle cell disease, so we really just try to dive in and help the disease bring and raise money for families. So on the 18th, we're trying to get 200 donors to come and, you know, break our record. I think we've had between 150 to 170 the last couple of years, so trying to get 200 donors to come and donate blood is huge for people with the disease. It helps them out a lot. So anybody interested, you go to tacklesicklecell.org and you come, you can donate, you'll get a chance to meet Jason and myself. We'll be signing autographs and things like that. So it's a good time, and it really helps out a lot of good people.
All right, again, tacklesicklecell.org. Click on events to register to take part today, Saturday, February 18th, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Devin and his twin brother Jason hosting this blood drive. It's a great thing that you do, and we hope that you're great a couple of Sundays from now in Houston. Thank you, Devin.
Appreciate that. Have a good one.